I don't know what's up with this game, man, but I've been loving this game. If you guys are wondering what it's called Shogun Showdown. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I know in this world that we live in and all the things that we do, we have to have like an escape for some things, right? You know, escape for stress, an escape for depression, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you feel angry, whatever that feeling of choice may be. But I listened to a video today, and I'm not gonna lie, kind of like opened up my little noggin to a whole bunch of other things. Like the dude in the video, he talked about how a lot of people in the Zoomer generation, he called it, are stuck in their escape. It's called escapism, and you know what he was really saying was he was just like yeah, you're just stuck in your escape. And I mean that's pretty much it. And I'm like, I thought about it for a little bit, and I was thinking, yeah, yeah, yeah. As much as I didn't want to admit it, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we do rely on our escapes too much to where the point is like it becomes our identity. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be playing video games, whether that be playing golf, etc., etc. Not to say these things are bad, but it's just like you have to be very careful, you know what I'm saying, to not overindulge because everything's good in moderation. And there can also be too much of something and there can also be too less of something. So if you're using too much of your escape every single minor inconvenience, you just that's what you go for. You know what I'm saying? Then I don't feel like that's an escape at that point because an escape is, you know what I'm just saying, somewhere that you go or something that you do when you're feeling extremely overwhelmed where you really feel like where you need to get away. But if you're using that for every time somebody tells you to do something in life, then I'm not gonna lie to you, that's not an escape at that point. It kind of seems like a necessity. And the thing is, like when you tend to rely on things a little more than you need to, and you, yeah, I'd say rely is the right word. You kind of like you go too deep into the pool, man. Like you're 3 foot, but then you want to go into the 8 foot deep water and try to touch the floor. That's a little risky. Me personally, I wouldn't be doing that. But you know, hey, to each his own, to each its own. Drip or drown, man. But to go back to what I was saying, is like when you rely on it too much, when you push on it, you know what I'm saying? And that's where you go every single time. Like I said, somebody tells you to do something, it becomes a necessity at that point. It doesn't really feel like it's an escape because escapes are kind of like very like seldom things. Like you go there every once in a while just to get away. But if you're getting away every day, every single time, you know what I'm saying, somebody says something to you that you don't like, which is gonna happen a lot of the time but it's just like at that point, are you overusing your escape? Like, is it really an escape that point? At that point, because it's like if you use it every time, you know what I'm saying, at every single minor inconvenience, then it's just a habit. You know what I'm saying? And anything can become unhealthy. I can contest to that because you can spend an unhealthy amount of time in the sun and then you're gonna have some health issues, and then you're gonna also look like a dried piece of jerky. And so I don't think anybody wants to look like a dried piece of jerky, but hey, that's me. I don't know, whatever floats your boat, man. I'm not here to sway your ways. I'm just here to talk to you and try to sway you in the right direction and give you advice, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I just don't think that like relying on your escape so heavily, it seems like I'll just put it like this. It's like a drug. Just the same way you could start off doing something and then you could like the way it feels, and then you do it over again, you do it over again, and then you do it over again. And next thing you know, you're addicted to it and you need it to blink. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to really build uh, over dependent. You don't want to build a dependence on anything because you just want to be able to operate and do your things and go and do your life as you do. You know what I'm saying? And also in that video that I watched as well, it talked about like a sense of community, and it also seems like the people who just delve um how you say balls to the walls deep into their escapism. It's kind of just like everybody, you know what I'm saying? All those people come together, which deepens it. And I don't want to say that's an unhealthy thing because having a community is a great thing. But what I'm saying is be very careful of how your escapes and then communities that those escapes can lead you to, how they affect your life, because not necessarily that's like what you need. Sometimes what you need is to sit down by yourself, think about your thoughts, think about what you're going through, because a lot of the time, when people encounter these things, all these little minor inconveniences, sitting by themselves and thinking about how, whether you reacted to something incorrectly, whether how you've like reflecting on how you felt, what you wanted to do after you were in that interaction or altercation, can also help you as well, more than going to your escape. Because most definitely thinking about what happened, engaging in those type of healthy conversations with yourself can make way more of a difference than you going back into your bat cave to go play video games for the next 12 hours because your boss told you you sucked at your job. You know, like that's not really the method of choice right there, Robert. Like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, to each his own. I'm not really here to harp on anybody's way of life. But hey, I'm just saying, you could live your life a little bit better. Everybody could. I, myself, Sheriff Walkie, yes, I could as well. Yeah, no, that's really what I wanted to talk about today. But nah, man, y'all just wait. The content's gonna get crazy easy soon. Soon, more like next week, later next week. Okay, don't quote me on that, man. But most definitely, I'm gonna start streaming on Kick, and I will drop that link in the description when I start doing so. But yeah, no, without further ado, man, thank y'all for coming back with the Walkasaur, and y'all have a great day. Hey man, and I thought I was going to end off the video, but nah. Shout out to all the mothers and fathers chefing it up for 4th of July. Hope y'all have a great one if y'all celebrating it. You know what I'm saying? My mama in the kitchen right now whipping it up as she do on a day-to-day basis. You already know how it is over here. But hey man, like I said, take care of yourself, protect your peace, and enjoy your family. Don't worry about the little stuff because the little stuff comes and goes. It's just life.